Now let's get going, folks, and we'll begin as we will every day here on Menzoid Mornings with the Menzoid monologue. Well, I always look forward to the Canadian International Auto Show, which opens tomorrow in Toronto. There is so much metallic eye candy to take in, from futuristic concept cars to European exotic cars. Even better, there are the scents to enjoy. After all, is there anything sweeter smelling than the fragrance of a brand new car? Indeed, before they've been ravaged by time, all cars are equals when it comes to scent. A Kia is a Nissan, is a Cadillac, is a Rolls-Royce. When they're new, cars universally emit that telltale scent that defies description or duplication. It is a seductive smell on par with the most fragrant rose or the sweetest ice wine, the exhilarating aroma of a new beginning. My first memory of new car smell dates back to 1970. I was 8 years old and being raised by my grandparents. One August day, my grandfather purchased a new car, a 1970 Ford Fairlane 500. It was golden hued with a black vinyl roof, and it was a welcome replacement for the dilapidated blue beater that used to occupy the driveway. To be sure, that Fairlane 500 was a nondescript, mass-produced Ford that didn't stand out from any other car on the road back in 1970, but my grandfather, he loved that new car, or more accurately, he loved the idea of owning a new car. It was his first new car. It would also be his last. The first day I laid eyes on that Ford, I couldn't wait to go for a ride. I jumped in and excitedly bounced up and down in the driver's seat, my fingers eagerly pressing the preset buttons on the AM radio. My grandfather got in the passenger side and tousled my hair. "Will you get a load of that smell?" he said. For my grandfather, that inherently alien scent of freshly minted vinyl and plastic and polymers and other synthetics wasn't sterile or artificial. Rather, this aroma of manufactured newness represented the sweet smell of success. It was only much later in life that I was able to fully comprehend how important the scent of newness was to him. Growing up in poverty in Glasgow, Scotland, he never owned anything new. After the Second World War, he immigrated to Canada along with my grandmother, seeking a new beginning. I imagine Canada in 1946 had the smell of newness too. Fast forward to September 1985, this was the second time I experienced new car smell. I was 23 and working as a newspaper reporter in St. Paul, Alberta. My previous vehicles were a used 74 Camaro and a used 78 Civic. I was all too eager to become a new car owner with the acquisition of an ivory-hued 1985 Honda CRX. I still clearly remember taking delivery of that immaculate hatchback at an Edmonton car dealership. I could hardly wait to hit the open road and zoom back to St. Paul. Yet, driving along the highway on that sunny Saturday afternoon, with the motor revving and Billy Idol blasting from the stereo, an odd thing happened. Tears began welling in my eyes. Initially, I found this incomprehensible, because what was there to be sad about? I had my first full-time job, my own apartment, and finally this fantastic new Honda. And then it hit me. It was that unmistakable new car scent that was making me unravel. I hadn't experienced this aroma for more than a decade, and somehow the scent of newness was triggering a flood of memories. Suddenly, I was that 8-year-old boy again, sitting in the back seat of my grandfather's Fairlane 500. We were on summer vacation, heading south to New Hampshire. The back seat was strewn with Marvel comics, a box of cherry blossoms, and a can of Tahiti treat, but the overwhelming scent wasn't of newsprint or chocolate or soda. It was of newness. Like all good things, however, the new car scent of my grandfather's Ford Fairlane 500 did not last forever. Each week, the scent grew fainter. My grandfather, cursed with a bad heart, he was fading away too. A few years later, he passed away barely 4 months into retirement. The scent of newness was gone. My grandfather was gone. Nevertheless, my grandfather did experience new car smell, even if it was just once. And surely this scent, then as now, still represents the olfactory embodiment of a dream come true. We should all be so lucky. And that's the Menzoid monologue.